Hey, this is Kelly from the Dolly Rocks.
This is Joe Queer from the Infamous Queers.
Hey, Sleepy P. Martini.
Hey, this is Indica Flower.
And you are listening to
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Losers.
Well, they needed a jingle for their stupid little show, so they called up the Jasons and we said, fuck no. Then they called us again and they gave us $20 and we wrote them a song that said, your podcast sucks. Then they gave us more money and they asked us really nice and we finally gave in and we said, all right, I'll write you a song, but it's gonna be a clone of a Screeching Weasel song that we heard a while ago. So we wrote them a jingle and it sounded really rad. It was the best little jingle that their podcast ever had, but the file got corrupted and the email didn't work. Now they're stuck without a jingle singing our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. In a very non-copyright infringing sort of way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Our Brains Hurt. This episode is brought to you by PunkBox. Head over to punkboxrocks.com. That's punkboxrocks.com for your monthly subscription service to punk rock merch. Everything you would find at a punk rock merch table at a punk show, sent to your house once a month. This could include stickers, button patches, koozies, vinyl, cassettes, CDs, everything you could think of once a month. It's an awesome subscription service, punkboxrocks.com. This show is also brought to you by Merch Slut. Head over to merchslut.com for awesome band t-shirts, punk rock band t-shirts. Merch Slut gets her shirts directly from the band or the label. These are not cheap knockoffs. She also has a wide array of awesome punk rock merch. Merchslut.com. Now, let's get to the show. How's it going?
Good. Got myself a gigantic seltzer.
Nice.
I
Is it a
got
cock
another-
on there?
It's right.
Oh, that's your... Okay. I thought that was the can.
Oh, I wish.
Cock
That's it.
seltzer.
fucking over our eyes had two shirts, and it was the same design on both shirts, except one was 3D and the other wasn't. And it just had their logo down here. But it was basically like this it was a Chanticleer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, I have to own this over our eyes shirt. A giant fucking Chanticleer on it. and as we all know, Chanticleer in English translates to mighty cock. That's real.
It is real.
Known amongst linguists and other people.
It's
What
realish.
Yeah. What other people, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Oh, what you got tonight?
Just orange juice.
No, just straight up orange juice. No seltzer. Nothing.
No, the only juice I don't cut.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever done orange juice with like seltzer in it?
Oh yeah. I didn't have any seltzer and I was too lazy to press the bubbles into the water.
Yeah, or an orange Gina, if you will.
Oh, those are so good.
That's
so much better than orange soda. Orange.
Yeah, that's right. You get orange Gina, right? And then there's also anything that is tangerine flavored.
That's right.
Just tangerine, but orange Gina and tangerine.
I see what you did there.
One of them or both of them live in Florida. Guess which one? Oh wait, it's both.
See how I'm rolling? My floor is tilted. It's not. Hang on a second. Let me do that again. It's fucking annoying as shit.
Your floor isn't level?
No, I guess not because my wheels are stuck. Hang on a second.
Is this an every time thing or what?
Yeah, I usually have to keep one of my feet planted.
You live in a townhouse, right?
Yeah, and this is I'm in the basement. This is like the foundation.
Yeah. Maybe it was the earthquake.
Probably
The great earthquake of 2011.
We had did I ever tell you about the trolls that were in my neighborhood? Okay, so listen to this shit.
Like actual trolls.
So this development was built in the 70s. Actually, I think 77, the same year I was born. And when they dug up the neighborhood to build the town, they found these huge holes underground that were too big for any animal that lived in this area. And they couldn't figure out what they were for. So like one of the legends is that there was these trolls in Crofton that lived
The
underground.
Crofton trolls.
You could Google it. It'll tell you that.
They're like, fuck it. Let's just build houses on them anyways. Tommy has joined the chat.
Now we're talking to Tommy and Pete of curse words.
Oh yeah.
Let's get that in.
Yeah, welcome to tonight, everybody.
Hello. Welcome, all people and trolls.
Yeah. If the Crofton
There I go.
trolls.
I'm out of here. I'm sliding.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Not too much.
Do you guys know about this? Do you guys know about the Crofton trolls?
The Crofton Trolls.
Oh, Peter.
No, I've never heard that.
Oh,
No.
that's hot, man.
Oh, Pete. Dude,
That was a hot background.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah,
I
it's just my work one because it's like without it, it's a fucking mess in here.
think I think
It's his work one because he works at a roller rink.
Yeah, like without it, it's just like there's trash and guitars everywhere. It's like
I think that
it
was
looks cool. It looks cool now, but when it's like you're in a meeting,
Yeah.
it's like
I think that's the same exact background from our OBH Christmas cards from this
It
past.
is.
yeah. Like, jeez.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. I hear about these trolls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell him, Ron.
Where do you guys live in Maryland? Or do you guys live in Maryland?
I live in Silver Spring.
Okay.
I'm in DC, but I'm basically Silver Spring, south of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was telling Matt, like, I'm realizing because I'm sitting in the basement with a chair with wheels, and I keep like drifting off to the right. So the foundation of my house obviously is not level. But when they built these townhouses, like back in the 70s, there was these really big tunnels underground. They couldn't figure out what they were from because they were too big for any animal that was in the area. So the legend goes there were these trolls that. So I'm just going with that.
Is
Well,
there any like missing children
Yeah.
date back?
They're like, well, they're too big for any animals, so it must be trolls.
Yeah,
Zero
right.
Stop
Like,
researching
no,
at
there
trolls.
couldn't be anything else.
There's
Yeah.
zero possibility. It could be anything.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Never heard of that.
I think there
The
was.
old
I think
Crofton.
scientists will say there was some kind of giant beaver that lived here many, many, many years ago. But
Could be. Maybe it was like petrified and
yeah,
Sounds like we
Stick
got a
with
horror
trolls.
movie.
yeah.
troll 4.
They're the ones that are
Yeah.
making my foundation tilt. So that one of these shows, I'm just going to disappear into the earth and be eaten by the trolls.
There's no slashing. It's just people falling into holes in their basement.
Like what's it called with shit? What's that movie with the giant worms? They suck you under.
Tremors.
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 yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Or movies, really. There's so
yeah, that's
many.
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, right?
I only saw the first one, I think.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah, there's I think like one through like 3 are pretty.
Is there
pretty
more than
decent.
3?
Yeah,
I don't know if there's more than 3.
there is.
Oh, there
Oh.
is. Oh,
There's
okay. Well,
there's like 7 of them.
oh shit.
There's some shit
Oh
like that.
Jesus!
What else are you going to do with a giant worm prop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Dune.
It's like the guy has it on loan. He's just like, fuck.
You guys want to do another one?
Yep.
Just pays the bills.
This one takes place in Crofton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out exactly how many there are.
How many? What? Oh, Tremors.
Yep. Mm.
Fred Ward, rip. He was in most of them.
Who was that? Which one was he?
Fred Ward is like the older, like, like he had the gray hair,
Okay.
like the rough and tumble guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he died recently, actually.
Yeah, he passed away.
And what's his name was one of the coolest characters from fucking Family Ties, the dad
Yes.
with Reba McEntire was his wife.
Yeah,
And
that's
had
right.
all those guns in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was right. There's 7 of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
The most recent coming out in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
that
I was
was
thinking
called-
like 90s.
Tremors, Shrieker Island.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't see how Tremors could get to an island. It's a
Yeah.
little too
I know.
far fetched for me.
yeah. That's getting a little ridiculous, guys.
number,
Yeah.
number 6 was called Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell.
Ooh.
I feel like we got to watch that.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Yeah.
I might make it on the list.
Of a watch party.
I mean, the Leprechaun movies are great.
I've never
Leprechaun-
seen any of those.
Yeah. I saw the first one and that was it.
Oh man, they're always on St. Patrick's Day, so I'm like, whatever, I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, the one that's like Back to the Hood or something like that.
yeah, Leprechaun in the
That,
Hood.
that one is good. I did see that one.
There's a movie called Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yes,
And he's
there
got
is.
like a magical flute.
There's
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen.
there's Leprechaun in the Hood and there's Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Oh
Shit.
man,
I don't know which one I watched, but they were both bad, I'm sure.
That's awesome.
There's also
Good bad.
one in space.
Oh.
yeah, the one in space.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
Jesus.
When you run out of ideas, just go to space. So that's what
If
we
Jason can do it, so can Leprechaun.
Yeah, I never saw that Friday the 13th either.
Jason X.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one.
I don't like the way he looks. It's not scary. It's too spacey.
Hmm. Yeah, his like when he reveals his mask, it was pretty scary, but I can imagine watching it now and being like,
Yeah. I remember watching like the original Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time when I was an adult. I was like, how the fuck was this scary when I was a kid? It's the cheesiest, like it's almost like a comedy.
yeah.
Yeah, I was terrified of horror movies as a kid, and then all of a
Same.
sudden, like the light switched, and I was like, okay, not scary at all.
Yeah. Dude, Candyman was that shit.
Oh, I
Freaked me
love
out.
Candyman. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like, whoa. That was too intense.
Did you
Yeah,
watch the
yeah.
new one?
Actually I think I did. But it was like a
It was all right.
you know,
Hmm.
late night. Let's just try it.
Yeah. Had some
I don't really-
drinks. Just
Yeah, like I kind of don't remember it. So
That's okay. I think that was
Yeah.
how it was meant to be watched.
yeah, that's true.
So you guys got an album coming out,
Yeah, we're
Okay.
pretty pumped about it.
or on
Real
that comes out today, because we're in the future.
Ah, yes.
Ooh, congratulations,
wow.
album.
Yeah.
It's,
it's a good segue because it's about time travel. So
Well,
Sweet.
what day does it technically come out on?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
May
no.
5th.
Mayo.
Okay, so it doesn't come out today.
It comes out today.
When that,
Well, it comes out in 5 days
yeah,
from today, and 10 days from today. Is that?
'Cause-
I don't know.
Got it.
Today-
Okay.
This is coming out on Sunday,
Okay.
the 30th.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Matt.
So Cinco de Mayo. So is it all
In
in
the not
Spanish?
so
or-
distant future, occurs where it's released as an album.
Yeah. I wish it was in Spanish. I wish I knew Spanish, but unfortunately, I do not. Much to the chagrin of my mom, who's Mexican.
Does she speak it?
Yeah.
fluently?
Yeah.
Did you
She's
speak it when you
fluent.
were a kid? Like, did she speak it to you?
No, so like my dad's French and my mom's Mexican, and basically they tried to they were like swap I guess like parenting duties because like one would work and the other
Yeah.
would stay home, and then they'd switch. My mom would work the nights, I think it was. So they did it with my brother, and like he would just start like speaking like kind of both languages at once, and like my mom doesn't speak French and my dad doesn't speak Spanish. He speaks a little, but yeah. So they're just like fuck it, English.
so,
Yeah.
And it's the 80s too, so they're probably like gung ho.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
so by default, your brother kind of learned Portuguese then.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, it's pretty lame, but it is what it is.
When did you guys start the recording process?
Yeah, I Matt, you asked me about this, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look it up. It was like May 2021 or 2022.
No, we started earlier than that.
You think it was
We
earlier?
started writing the songs 2019, right before
Oh,
Aaron left.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
makes
when we
sense.
recorded those first four. It might have been 2021.
Yeah, I think it was 2021.
Because
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
For a couple of months, or the first part of pandemic, obviously we weren't practicing for a couple months. And then Craig, the drummer, he lived on a farm. So we're like, all right, we can, gather on this farm and practice. So like we'd get together, turn on a generator and practice outside.
Yeah.
I think we were all going a bit crazy at that point.
Yeah, that was awesome though. Yeah, like being stuck inside and then just like getting to play outside was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
That sounds like something you would do at Craig's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like legit chickens like next to us, and it was interesting.
Go to practice songs, come home with a couple dozen eggs.
Sweet.
Yeah, but like it's funny because like the last song on the album was I think the first song I wrote, which is usually I don't know, it always like kind of gets mingled. So like it was weird recording it because like it went through so many, like we have it recorded a few times and it's just completely different every time.
Yeah.
So
There's definitely about like 5 versions of every song.
yeah,
And
I think so.
quite a few songs that didn't get recorded.
Yep.
Kind of like whenever we write, but this time I feel like since it was over a longer period of time and we had a lot of time to ourselves, like, I can't speak for Pete, but I was, like nitpicking everything, coming up with like a couple of different versions, like what sounds right, what doesn't, and then like send it off to the rest of the band to see what they thought. And obviously they all sucked, so we just come up with something completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a brutal songwriting process. It's like we send it out and then like if no one says anything and there's no reaction, it's like, okay, we're not using this. Like, and sometimes I'm like have to convince, I'm like, let's try, and it's like, no.
That's funny.
It's like you get the responses right away. You're like, oh shit, I got a hit on my hands.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone's like, wow, this is cool. I'm like, really? All right.
Where'd you guys record? Did you guys do it yourself?
So yeah, we use our good friend Pablo Cabrera. He's in Annandale, Virginia.
Okay.
I think his studio is called Analog Approach. So yeah, he's really good. He's like, it's like his basement, super cheap, super awesome. I mean, he knows everything. He's like, we call it like, he does like Pablo magic where he can just like make everything kind of sound
Nice.
better than we are. Because we're pretty sloppy. I'm sure you've seen us live, so very sloppy. So yeah.
We've been recording him for years, so we
Yeah.
know him, he knows us. It's kind of nice, we know each other's tendencies. It's always a very laid back atmosphere.
Sweet.
Totally.
Does he like help produce you guys too, essentially?
He's like everything. Like he's producer, mixer, master, freaking audio engineer. He's a gear nerd like me too. So it's like we just like, I mean, we spent like an hour just finding like the right amp, the right setting. Like it's pretty awesome. Like
It's so nice to have friends like that.
Oh yeah. I recorded the first part of the album with this, it was like a fake plexi, like a clone, and I just loved it so much. He's like, you want to buy it from me? I'm like, yes. So but he gave it to me for a steal. So like it's like that. And then like, yeah, like we're always just kind of trading gear, or like he's always giving me tips.
Sweet. You guys doing like a record release show or anything?
Yes, May 6th, the following day, we'll be doing a release show at Comet Ping Pong in DC on Connecticut, playing with Grady and Boardroom Heroes. Should be pretty excited. I know we're going to play the entire album for the first time live. Yeah.
Throwing some oldies too, and it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of pizza, a lot of beer, friends.
Good times.
Yeah, I've never been to that place. We just talked about it yesterday with Kepi. We had Kepi Gooley on yesterday, and I guess he was saying the last time he came through DC, that's where he played. But I've never.
Yeah, it's a cool venue. They've done a really good job with it. I saw a few bands there, and like they used to have like this back room. Now it's like where the pizza party is, like where you like the kind of like the green room area.
Mm-hmm.
But they used to have shows there. I actually saw Reviver there. It was fucking awesome, but the sound was pretty brutal. Like it was like all like cement,
Yeah.
So it was really loud. So, but then they moved it kind of where like that ping pong area is, like, so they just get all the ping pong tables out, and they got like a whole sound, they got a stage and like sound and everything. I mean, it's awesome now. So
cool.
That's good.
It's a fun spot.
Yeah, I've never been there either.
It's on Connecticut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty close to like the Uptown Theater or something?
Yeah, it's like in that little strip. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Uptown Theater. I think it's like a gyro place. I'm not sure what else. Yeah, there's like a little square. There's like a little like thing. There used to be a bar. I think that bar next door is still there. It's like called like Red Fox.
Yeah.
Politics and Prose, if you're into books, is right next door. So it's a cool little spot. Yeah.
What's the last show we saw there? What Algernon?
Algernon. Cadwallader. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Some jangly math rock.
Get some twinkly emo. Yeah.
Guitarist is sick. Though.
I was like, oh my God, I was such a fanboy. I was sitting like in front of him and I was just like gawking at him the whole time. I felt bad for him. Like he's mad. Like the guy is just like insane. And he's just so like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. If you ever listen to it, like it's really good on like the recording, but like he's just like running, he's like slopping around, like playing these like incredible like licks.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's like when I watch people who could like play insane bass and sing at the same time, it's just like, God, I suck. It's like it's so discouraging watching somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Playing a different rhythm than what they're singing in. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, how are you doing that? Like, I don't fucking.
Yeah, bass and singing is, I think, harder than guitar.
That's what I've heard.
Your rhythm, so it's like you're going with a drum beat, but you don't sing to that. You sing to the melody. So,
who used to play bass for you guys?
So my friend Aaron, who he moved to Pittsburgh. He was a founding member. Basically,
He was when the Ailments played with you in DC. He was the bass player.
Oh yeah.
He was at our last show at the Pie Shop, right?
Yeah. He'll come up. He's in
okay.
Pittsburgh. He's like basically still a part of the band. So but he'll come up every now and then. But yeah, he had his own. I think he went into the whiskey business. So he was like, I think he mixed his own whiskey for that show.
He had whiskey in DC. Yeah.
I was about to say that was the commune.
Yeah. We had our own blend of whiskey for our. That was a record. I think that was a record release show. We had like an EP that we did. It was like 4 songs, but and he's like, I'm gonna blend some whiskey, and I'm like, sweet, and we put a little label on it. It was pretty cool.
That was a funny show, man.
That was a blast. So that was one with the drumsticks that we had to like tape to get the microphone, like because we didn't have a microphone stand, so use drumsticks and tape to like hang it. It kept shocking me.
They put the bandana over the mic.
Yeah, and they would just kept shocking. And I realized that like it's because I was touching my guitar, and then if I let go of my guitar, it wouldn't shock me. So I was like it was just like and I was just too drunk to kind of figure it out. So I was like, well, whatever. I guess I'm getting shocked.
It's just a few volts.
Yeah, it wasn't
a big deal.
So yeah, Aaron moved back to Pittsburgh right around the time we were finishing up recording our last album, Trash Planet Earth. Because he came and played basically was that our album release show in Philly the day after we released our album. We played at the Pie Shop without him as a 3-piece, and then he drove up to Philly, and we played a pretty fun show. After that, we searched around for a couple months, and then our buddy Seth joined in, I don't know, later in the fall. Played a few shows with him. Things were going good, and then obviously world shut down. We had a few shows lined up, and I remember being like, you want to push this back a week or two?
Yeah,
maybe
there's a post. I didn't take it down just because I wanted to remember it, but there's a post, and it's like, catch you guys in a few weeks when we reschedule it. I'm like, God damn it, what an idiot.
I was gonna say, so Seth actually he recorded the first 4 songs, not the interludes, with us before he left in 2021. Towards the end of the summer, I want to say, maybe like September of 2021. But yeah, he was cool. I mean, it sucked that we didn't get to do too much, but he's on the album, and I'm sure there's a few songs on the end of the album he's gonna be like, what the hell happened to these songs? They sound totally different.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's funny.
And then obviously Nicole joined shortly after. We've been playing with her band Accidents for years. Then it was just a natural fit.
Yeah, cool.
Because I think the first time I met you guys or saw you guys was not that long after that. I can't remember if you had told me about, but I think it was one of her first shows with you guys.
Oh yeah, that might have
Okay.
been the case.
I can't remember exactly or not. Do you remember what show was her first show with you guys? Was it at Pie Shop?
I think that might have been that was probably like the second show. We played,
Yeah.
I think, Waverly Brewing in Baltimore. I want to say that might have been her first show.
Oh
Could be
yes,
wrong.
that sounds about right.
Well, she is an excellent fit for you guys. Like not only as a musician and like stage presence, but like just as like knowing you guys outside of being in a band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like
totally.
she fits really well with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, like all
Yeah,
like
she's super fun. She's good.
yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
have a weird like a certain amount of dorkiness, so it definitely works out. So
She's also a lot more approachable.
yeah. Yeah, she's the outgoing one. I'm like the curmudgeon. I'm like,
I say every band needs their curmudgeon.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be too suspicious of a band that was all totally outgoing. Like,
Yeah, you're like, what the
What's
fuck
up with
is
these
wrong with these people? Yeah. Oh, Lord.
who were some of your influences when you write? Like, what some of the first bands you like, punk bands you fell in love with?
Oh, for me, it's there's quite a few, but like, yeah, I have older brothers, so like I was kind of like, I basically listened to whatever they listened to, you know.
Mhm.
And I started rollerblading when I was like 13 or something like that, and we got a skate video, and it was like one of the first like bands on there was Face to Face,
Nice.
and it was the song I Want, and I was like, holy shit,
Mhm.
this is cool. Like I'd never heard like that kind of music, you know. So like definitely a lot of Face to Face, you know, Rancid, No Effects. I just kind of dove headfirst into all that.
Yeah.
And then then it just kind of gets weirder and more eclectic as time goes on,
Mhm.
right? So it's like
Yeah,
you just,
totally.
you know, you change and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely the same. I know it was I didn't have I mean, I had an older sister and we always just ordered CDs off of whatever what was the one with the stickers, Columbia. or
Columbia
something?
Columbia House.
Yeah. So we were just always ordering like random music, but Damn It by Blink-182 and the Boss Tones when they were on the radio, that definitely like steered my opinion. And then Rancid is definitely the reason I'm playing music. And you know, I definitely was into that for a while, and then I got into like, I don't know, different types of genres. I went through all different sorts of phases. Latterman definitely got me back into punk rock. I feel like the 2000s, I was like, oh hell yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I did the same. I went to like metal. I was weirdly into metal for a while. I'm not sure why. And then I heard Lawrence Arms, and I was like, because I remember like I was on a, you know, like I was like, I wonder what Fat Records is up to. Like this is like, you know, I haven't listened to any of that in like, I don't know, maybe like 5 years at that point. And then I heard the Lawrence Arms song. It's like Navigating the Westward Passage. It's on like their Apathy album. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I was so like those drums are like incredible. Like I'm huge. Like I love like that drum sound, like kind of like the snappy bass drum, you know? And like that dude's incredible. So I was like, holy shit, I gotta start listening to punk rock again.
There was that weird period of time in the early 2000s, which was like probably from maybe like 04 to like 04, 05 to like, you know, maybe like 2009 or something like that, where like punk rock just kind of, I mean, it didn't go away, but like kind of took over punk rock and everybody was into metal. Nobody listened to punk that much anymore. And then metal got all mainstream and stupid. And they're like, fuck this, we're going back to punk rock.
Totally. Like that describes literally like what happened to me. I was like, why am I listening to Megadeth? Like what happened? Like, but I got better at guitar because of Megadeth, so I will attribute that. Learning those Marty Friedman licks.
Fuck, I was in a metal band from like 05 to 08 during that time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My roommate in college was like, I mean, he was huge, and like he's always in a metal band. Like he's in like really like death stuff though. And we started a band together, and I'm like, It's just so awkward. Like he's got like long hair and he's like tall and like wears goth clothes, and it's just like me with like my polo and my short hair. I'm just like playing backwards and shit. Like it's just so weird.
I was definitely in a screamo band in the early aughts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was funny because like it was 5 big dudes and we were all flailing about, and it was like a miracle if the drum kit didn't get annihilated middle of the set. But it was fun.
Weird
Yeah,
band.
I got out of it for a while too, and then when I remember like the early years of the Warped Tour, it was like every band I loved every year would play, and then a few years I just wasn't paying attention. I came back to it, and there was like one year where I didn't know one band on the Warped Tour. I was like, who the fuck are these bands?
Yeah, totally.
So
Yeah, that's kind of weird to think about because like Warped Tour would always fall around my birthday in the summer, and I'd always be like, hell yeah. And then there's just, I don't know when it hit where it was just like, I don't listen to any of these bands that are playing this. Like, all right, what am I going to do?
I'm thinking it was like 05, like, 04 or 05.
Yeah.
I was like, what is all this stuff?
Yeah.
But
fuck it, I'm going to go listen to some jam bands.
I'm trying to find this metal band from that time. They had they were big for a couple albums. Like they had this song called "Burn Me Alive." Oh God, I can't. It'll come to me eventually. But anyways, the band I was in, we played a show with them, and their singer was wearing a Queers shirt.
Weird.
And and I was being at the time where I was like, oh, and I was super into punk rock. I love the Queers, and I because my band played with them, and we had the band was called Burn Me Alive, and we found our name because of the song from that band. So like after the show, I went and talked. They were like a nationally touring metal band, and I was like, dude, you punk rock fan, like Queer shirt, and he was like, oh yeah, dude. He's like, I'm a punk rocker at heart, like, and I was like, well, why are you in a metal band? Why aren't you in a punk band? And he was like, oh, dude, he's like, being in a punk band don't pay the bills.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn. And
I guess metal was big back then. Shit.
Yeah, and almost 20 years later, damned if he fucking wasn't right.
Yeah. I can't stand metal bands because I can't stand fucking that. I don't understand the font where it's like it seems like there's like a contest to make it the most unreadable. It's like I don't.
It's like
the cracked couch, the leather couch cushion.
Yeah.
It's like
asphalt,
like black metal band names.
Yeah.
It just looks like 18,000 lightning bolts, and it's like I don't understand what's going on here. Like how the fuck?
Yeah. How do you read that?
Yeah.
Or now it's like subgenres of subgenres. I think they call a lot of the bands that have logos like that power violence. I think.
Oh really?
Yeah. That
sounds angry.
Yeah.
that is for sure a subgenre.
That's cool. I still get into some metal. I got
Me too.
So I was in a Power Trip. I've never heard of them, and they're kind of a little bit older, but
bad.
They're fucking awesome.
Unfortunately, their singer died a few.
Yeah, rip. I know. I think I got into him after he died too. I was like, oh shit.
Well, they're great, man.
They're good.
Away. If it's gonna be metal, it's gonna be thrash metal.
Yeah. We have a few in our new album. We have a few little hints at metal.
Yeah. I heard some licks at you guys.
There's some breakdowns.
Yeah.
I do the little crab walk, like get my strap real.
Rock at his first metal show the other night.
That's right. I went and saw Night Demon, like my favorite metal band of all time.
If you don't know who Night Demon are, you should immediately check them out after this podcast.
I will.
Amazing.
Noted.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, they're fucking incredible.
They're more to the punk rock side of metal.
Oh, cool. They're very like Motorhead-esque.
They're like
yes.
Take like the most like the thrashiest, closest to punk rock hair metal and mix it with like regular thrash metal and maybe a little bit like old school AFI when they were cool. And
shit,
Demon, yeah,
that's cool. I love thrash. Like, yeah. They specifically their new album has like 2 songs that could, if you put them on the Art of Drowning by AFI, you wouldn't even realize they were Night Demon songs.
Oh
That's
hell
awesome.
yeah!
And they're only a
Yeah.
three
I love
piece.
that
The
all.
bass player sings,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Damn, that's crazy when bands can like get that sound. Like,
With yeah,
it's just so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, we tried the 3-piece thing for like a few shows, and there's tricks you can do, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Who played bass when you guys did that?
Tommy.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was one show we tried switching off,
Mhm.
but Pete's left-handed, so it's just like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to bring my
Like,
own fucking
fuck.
bass. It was like this is so useless. Yeah, I'm okay.
You can't play
I actually
upside
learned-
down like Hendrix.
No, I wish. I learned bass first. Like I played bass, and the band I was in before, I was a bass player. But I can't. It's the same thing. I can't play and sing. I just cannot do it.
Yeah.
I can play guitar and sing, but I just can't play bass and sing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm not a musician. I'm just a bass player in a punk band.
I'm
So like, and I always tell everybody, you could train a monkey to play bass in a punk band.
oh yeah.
It might not sound great, but it'll sound good enough to record.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So
or
when I see
Sid-
people
be like Sid Vicious, and you don't have to
Yeah,
fucking record.
exactly,
Just stand there.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even when the ailments. I'm only on like 2 or 3. So I hate recording.
Hmm.
I get all anxious and shit about. I
oh,
get too scared
Dude,
to fuck
it's like
up.
it's hilarious. Like it's just one of those things. Like you fucking nail it at home. You're sitting, you're like doing the
Yeah.
solos. As soon as you hit that record button, you're like, thank. And like, hold on, guys, I'll get it. Hold on, guys, I'll get it.
everyone in
Yeah.
the studio could stop looking at me.
It was
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
getting so pissed the last time we did it. I had this solo and like I'm practicing like literally a year. Like I wrote this whole thing out. I could play it perfectly. We started recording. But the thing, and I couldn't, I was just fucking up so bad. But the thing that really killed me is Pablo, our engineer, he would stop, because I'd fuck up. And then I'd try and play it and I nail it. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Fuck up. And then he's like, all right, well, let me go. And then I'll nail it. And I'm like, God, motherfucker. Like,
See that's
just let it record and then just let me keep going.
yeah.
I don't know. There's got to be a trick or something.
I've recorded with some people before where they caught me like I was doing the same shit that you were doing, and then I'll be like, okay, one more take, and dude was like, nah, you're good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I just recorded what you just did. You nailed it. And I was like, oh,
There you
fuck,
go.
you were recording? Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes Pablo he'll do that. So he'll be like, oh, just play through the song, like, just kind of get a feel for it, and then he'll just record it. 'Cause he's like, if you nail something, fuck it, right?
Hell yeah.
But I never nail anything on the first time. Tommy's the one take Tommy.
One
That's what
take
we call him.
Tommy.
We
Yeah.
call him one take Tommy.
Keep it simple.
That's
Can't
right.
fuck
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I ever got in my entire life was somebody who was like, just tell yourself to keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
my life has changed since I started telling myself that. It's my mantra.
I thought you were going to
yeah.
say the advice was to just don't fuck up.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Just don't fuck up. Oh, we're going to play 2 songs from the album, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna
Nice.
debut 2 new songs.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
So which ones? So talk about one of them.
But okay. So the ones we talked about, All Tomorrow's Problems and Time Keeps Ticking.
Sure, Tommy, if you want to go off on
Oh yeah. All
All
right.
Tomorrow's Problems.
All Tomorrow's Problems might have been the first song on the album. Because I was messing around with some of that. The lyrics I wrote. It was after a show I think the band went to or played or something. And I was going to be responsible. I think I had like something at work the next day or something big going on. Where I was like, I can play a show and not have fun. I can be square for a night. And next thing you know, like I had way too much fun. And I was just sitting on my couch just to I like the melody and the lyrics just popped in my head. And I just started humming along to myself. And I was like, all right, calling out of whatever I got to do today. And I'm just going to have a day on the couch because I don't regret a thing. Yeah, it was cool. We wanted a song too that could get a little chanty at the end. So we could get the crowd into it, I think. That was a big thing.
Yeah,
But,
definitely. This was one of those ones where like Tommy showed it to me and I was like, yes. Like immediately, like that chorus is so cool.
Don't concern me tonight. All tomorrow's problems 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 don't concern me tonight.
Is
Yeah.
that the song that you guys pretty much open your set with nowadays, or am I
I think we're closing with it at this point.
closing with it? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the song that you guys are opening with a lot? What am I thinking of? I think the last 3 times I've seen you, you've opened with the same song.
Maybe Hell.
It's
maybe
I think
Hell or
it's the,
Bikini.
yeah. I was gonna say maybe it's the first song off of Trash Planet Earth. 'Cause
Yeah, I think that's the first one
Oh,
we usually do.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll do, I think we do that, and then usually like Time is right after that one.
Cool.
But yeah, so that song, Time Keeps Ticking Me Off. It's kind of like a yeah, it's an introduction to kind of like this story arc that I was trying to go for. And like musically, it's definitely like got that kind of drivey like punk sound that I love. I'm sure everyone loves.
Mhm.
And then yeah, we were like the ending was just kind of like I like to I don't know, I guess I write kind of I do like these mini choruses. So I like to do verse like in a mini chorus and then like a kind of and then I love like a big ending chorus. So this is definitely one of those where it's like, yeah, fuck it. Like at the end just have like a something completely different.
I remember when we were writing that song, we were like, how are we going to start the song? And then, what was it? Danger Zone?
yes. There's a lot of weird influences on that one. Yeah, it has like the ding ding. So
Hell yeah.
it's like it's legit stole it.
Time suddenly become everything. Ticking off what's in front of me.
I love all the '80s shit, man. I love it
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. You have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's great.
Us, me too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time for music. It was like really like you could there's a lot of exploration, which is like
Mhm.
crazy because like imagine like the synth comes out like the fuck you could do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really interesting.
I think we'd definitely be like an 80s pop band. If we were
Yeah.
more talented.
Yeah. We need a synth player.
I mean, like your guys, the '90s stuff that you guys do too is fucking fantastic. The '90s were such a special time, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Something for everyone.
I've been thinking about putting together a '90s playlist of songs that weren't written in the 90s.
Oh,
And, like,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
We have a song for you.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Nice. That's high praise. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, man, that was music. And yeah, it was so. I was just talking to my wife about that the other day. Like growing up in the '80s and '90s, you know, I'm sure every generation it says that, oh, back in my day the music was better. But I think that we can actually say that with it was just
certainty.
yeah, because even the pop music was fucking rad back then.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Michael Jackson's the shit. I mean, you know, yeah,
Music.
off.
Music, like,
stage issues.
All kidding diddling aside.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like this. It's weird. Like, I totally get it too because it's like, yeah, there's like this convergence of there was like you had so many things that were going on. It's like right, there's like R&B, hip hop, and then like punk, and then like it's like this new wave and like
And it's probably before the labels were like, here's the formula.
Yeah, it's really like I
Yep.
think that was a big part of it. It's like, and like yeah, it was like this weird thing where like people like bands were kind of like breaking away from some of those labels too. So there's a lot more indie shit. Like I mean, obviously like
Mhm.
Epitaph and like those records. So you had like this kind of like, you know, just expansion, and then yeah, now we're back unfortunately to kind of but that's mainstream. That's the thing though. It's like nowadays you can listen to literally anything. Like it's insane. Like there was like I was watching something and they were talking about like Saharan guitarists like that play upside down, and there's like 6 or 7 of them.
What do you mean
And they're all
play
doing like
upside
this.
down?
Like
They're all
bats.
doing this. They're playing this backwards, like
Oh, really?
like really cool, like desert music, and it's fucking bizarre. But they're all like, there's like 5 or 6 bands that are doing. It's not even like just one person. It's like it's just nuts. It's like there's so
the
many
internet's
things.
a wild place.
Oh yeah, it's like
AI will be writing all the songs in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, you know,
yeah.
we're just enjoying this while it lasts
Yeah.
until we get replaced.
It'll be much better than anything I write, I'm sure.
The '90s were like the last decade where like, you know, musical artists who found that were good enough, I guess maybe that, I don't know if that's the right term, to find their way onto major labels still were allowed some artistic integrity within their music, because you damn sure aren't allowed any nowadays at all. Like it's anybody who's in the music industry is blatantly clear that there's no fucking artistic integrity whatsoever in the major music scene nowadays. I mean, punk rock doesn't even really exist anymore.
Yeah,
in the major music scene at all. Like
I couldn't even tell you a band that's
the Bronx maybe might be like the.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think they're on like Island or something.
Oh, really? Shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think that might be the closest to a punk rock band that's on a major label that still gets to do whatever they want. I don't know if I could name you another one.
Wow, I have no idea.
An Island isn't even really like a major player. They're like a subsidiary of a major label.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there any tremors on this island?
100%.
Oh man.
Kevin Bacon. Maybe a Kevin Bacon sighting here or there. Yeah.
He was. I was trying to think of who the second.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of the second, or the other lead actor was. It was Kevin Bacon. Shit.
Now we got to watch the movie.
It's weird how I remembered Fred Ward, but I don't remember Kevin.
That is
Bacon.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what? Oh, my brain. Oh, poor guy.
I mean, you got to give Fred Ward. He doesn't have too many wins. At least not as many as Kevin does. So I feel like you could give tremors to him.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give myself that.
You know, Kevin's got like Footloose and
loses the shit.
Everything.
Love that
in
movie.
between.
You know, and so many more.
Yeah. That's another thing about the 80s, the movies. Like you can make dancing badass, like Footloose.
Yeah, right.
Like that. Like he was a badass just because he fucking danced alone in a warehouse. Like
Yeah.
Dancing motherfucker.
that's so
Showing you
80s.
what's up. Yeah, burning down authority with fucking footwork.
Nobody would do that now.
Fucking
Yeah. No one has the balls.
I'm mad at work, so I just go into the parking garage and dance.
Actually, now that you say that, that would actually probably be more like freaky. Like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Yeah, I'd be
Like,
terrified.
sweating profusely, just
No,
like
but-
dancing in a corner. Like, what is going on?
I'm doing that on my lunch break tomorrow. This is
What are you guys currently listening to outside of your band? Like if you were to hop in your car and go somewhere.
I have to
So-
look at my Spotify.
I was about to say recently, the Hold Steady just dropped a new album, and I saw them when they came to Black Cat. They were one of those bands that I've loved for a long time, and I just never saw them, and finally got a chance, and I was like, hell yeah! They didn't disappoint. They played for a while. They played a long ass set, and it was awesome. Especially now that they got Franz back.
I'm putting
The
that in my
keyboardist.
Spotify search engine right now.
Let's see. I'm going to see the Yeah Yeahs next week or
Nice.
this coming week in the future.
Do they have
Um,
stuff out?
Yeah, they got back together and put some new stuff out recently.
I
I
think
listened to it once. It's pretty chill.
somebody else was talking to me about them recently too. Some new stuff of theirs or something.
Yeah, that was another band like back in the day that I kicked myself for not going to see them when I had the opportunity because
I know the feeling.
Karen O is a hell of a performer.
Yeah, I can get into the Yeah, man. They're a good band.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. Looks like, but
That's
let's see. I got some sleigh bells. I actually went to see sleigh bells. They're pretty cool.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. What else? Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of digging back into. Oh, Tommy got. This is weird, maybe, but Streetlight Manifesto. I never really listened to them at all. I think the furthest I got into ska was kind of like Less Than Jake, Suicide Machines, like a lot of ska punk.
Mhm.
And then yeah, Tommy or someone had an extra ticket. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yep.
Isn't
I've been a ska kid for forever. If
Yeah,
you
and it
saw
was
like
like
a
they fucking
ninja with
blew
some
me
checkered vans at a
away.
ska show in
Yeah.
the 90s or 2000s, that was me.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was into ska for a long time.
is Streetlight? Is that the band that came out of the ashes of Catch 22? Essentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was like mind blowing. I was like, what the fuck is going on? There's like chord changes. It's like super theatrical. Like I don't know. I was like the drummers. I'm a big drum nerd. Like I can't play for shit, but like I just love the drums. I love the sound. I
Mhm.
love everything about it. And like, man, if you got a good drummer, it's like I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I agree 100%.
Mhm.
I'm not a drum nerd, but if I like get mesmerized by a band's drummer, that's like how I know the band's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even tell you what anyone else is doing. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, I
This
mean,
band's awesome.
when I was running the record snubbed records, like when I was doing that like full time, I always when I would listen to bands, it would be the drummer and the vocals. Those are the two things I would concentrate on because you can't fake those two things.
Yeah.
You know, you could fuck with guitar and bass in the studio, but if your singer sucks or is out of key or whatever, and your drummer is subpar, it's never going to be more than mediocre, I think.
Agreed. Yeah.
So-
I mean, it is a harsh truth, but it's like, yeah, it's 100%.
You got to
Yeah.
have a good drummer, man. I think you can even get by with shitty singers. There's plenty of bands in this world who have done
Yeah.
great things with
Yeah.
like singers who can't sing, you know, especially in the punk rock world. But drummer,
Yeah.
if your
Yeah.
drummer sucks, you know. Yep.
Yeah, and it's like
No.
and it's not even you don't have to be like technical. It's just you just got to be
Yeah.
like just
Stay on time. That's
And
it.
then it's like
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of drummers out there who are like, you know, they're decent, but it's like, man, like they're just consistent, right?
Mhm.
That's
if you're going to be a shitty singer, though, you got to know that you're a shitty singer.
yeah,
Shitty
I
singer
agree. You
trying to
gotta
be a
play
good
into
singer.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Meet current. What do you call it?
There's no faking that one till you make it. If you're
Yeah.
shitty, just get up there and have confidence and be shitty, and people are gonna
Yeah.
love it. That's all.
Just go with it. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. It's weird because like I didn't start singing. I put that in quotation marks. I didn't start singing until like I was like probably like 30, maybe. I don't know. I was probably 20. When did we meet, Tommy? I was like 26 or 27.
Yeah, it's probably like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was like,
2010
I remember like I was like, hey Tommy, I have a new song. Do you want to hear it? Because I was in his band before this one, and like I was like shaking, like I like all right, I'm gonna try and sing the song. And like I tried it, and it was like it was terrible, but it was a lot of fun. And I was like, oh shit, I bet I could do this.
It's kind of nice because then I was like, I don't have to sing every song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
That's key right there.
Yeah, and harmonies. Like you gotta have harmonies, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have your harmonies.
People love bands with multiple singers too. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's a thing. People fucking
yeah. I think you have to have it. Honestly, like it's hard to just have one the whole time because it's like, what are you gonna do with your chorus? You know, you gotta have like some.
Totally. Yeah.
Even if you're singing the same exact thing, that's fine. But like, you got to double up that chorus a lot on a live performance. Like, yeah, you can do that in a studio easy, but live, it's like it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah,
Oh,
this last week, I guess it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday night, went up to Baltimore to see Sam I Am on their
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
their new album. But my friends of mine from Maryland, I don't know if you guys have ever played with them or not. Over Our Eyes, have you ever heard of them?
Heard of them.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're a fucking fantastic band. They're super, super good. They're great fucking live. But Chad, their singer, has become a pretty good friend of mine. When they got up on stage, this is the first time I've seen them live. They got up on stage, you know, they're a 4-piece. There was one mic.
Oh
And I
shit!
was like, huh, that's weird for nowadays. Like, I feel like this might not sound as good as I want it to sound. That's weird. Like,
yeah.
nope. They fucking killed it, and Chad killed the whole fucking thing. And I never even thought for a second, hey, where are the backups or anything?
Oh shit!
Like,
Okay.
worked.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm ever going to see that again.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to be honest. You know,
Well, I mean, talent. Yeah, I guess talent could probably take over that rule. That I said.
that's true.
But
But
no,
good for
a
them.
band like ours.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't sing.
I mean,
so.
same,
Me
you
and
know?
Tommy singing. That's a good.
Yeah. You don't need a second person singing. Good for you.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
It sounds like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, total truth.
That is cool. Like, you really don't see that. I mean,
Yeah, you really don't.
It's true.
I hated doing backup vocals, but like Alex, the songwriter for the Elements, is just like his rule is everybody sings. So
I
I
mean,
mean, sometimes you need it, like especially like
Yeah.
punk. It's like if you're just yelling, like it
Right,
doesn't
right.
hurt. Right? It's
Yeah,
like if everyone-
true.
especially you got a lot of haze and woes and stuff like we do. It's like
Yeah.
Boys.
some voice. Yeah.
yeah, but like I said, I'm not a musician. I'm a punk bassist, so just adding that other little element, even if it is just a scream every now and then, would throw me off sometimes. Like just,
As long as you're having fun,
yeah.
that's the point.
Tommy, who's your favorite ska band?
It definitely would have been Streetlight Manifesto.
Okay.
I was big in Catch 22. I'd seen Less Than Jake a billion times.
Yeah,
Love the Boss Tones. The Boss Tones were one of those bands that, like, even after I like was listening to like other genres, they were kind of one I'd always go back to.
Mhm.
But just about any ska band that rolled into town,
Yeah,
especially when I was in high school, I was going to be at the show.
cool.
I had a Skanking Pickle record,
oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Skanking Pickle.
and then I found it again and I listened to it. I'm like, it was hard to listen to again. They're not to talk shit, but like they're
Yeah.
great. Like Mike Park's awesome, but like, man, it was a little tough. It was,
I'm a huge Hepcat fan and the Slackers.
Hepcat.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Slackers, yeah. Apparently, we talked about this a little last night. Apparently, that new that Renfield movie, Nicolas Cage. You guys know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah.
like the soundtrack to that movie is all like ska punk.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage and Scott Punk.
Yeah.
Combination I never knew I needed.
Can't
Yeah.
go wrong.
Renfield. Yeah.
Nice.
The only thing that
Oh.
can make Nick Cage better is ska punk, and he did it.
Yeah.
Tommy, funny story about how I became a Boss Tones fan. So back in the 90s, this would have been like the early 90s. One of the Boss Tones earlier releases, it was an EP where they had like, I think it was like some B-sides and some covers or something like that. Teenage Me saw that they had this band. Oh shit, this band covered Enter Sandman.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you
I
go.
was like, what is this? And I listened to it and became a Boss Tones fan after that.
I didn't know that existed.
Enter Ska Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that song did something good for somebody. Aside
There you
from
go.
made Metallica a ton of money.
Nope.
Nice.
That's like
Um,
the forbidden song nowadays, right?
Fucking
Yeah.
Lars.
Yeah. Hashtag it should have been Lars.
Is he that most hated musician of all time?
100%, at least in
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
But maybe
You didn't even
Dude.
think about it for a second.
Yeah.
he had the best chance to win over their entire fan base, like very easily with one move. When that guy made those shirts that said hashtag it should have been Lars, all Lars had to do was put one of those shirts on and go on social media and make a post that said hashtag it should have been Lars with a big smile on his face, and every Metallica fan on the face of the planet would have been like, okay, Lars is cool, we're back on board.
Yeah.
No, instead he tried to sue the guy. So he
Oh,
just
did he
took
really?
douchebag
What?
2
I
levels.
didn't know
Yes.
that.
God,
Yeah.
he's such a piece of shit. Oh my god.
Lars.
Download Napster just again.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this fucking
Spite.
LimeWire.
That's funny, man.
Stone Temple Pilots, Enter Sandman.
Yeah. Can't believe Green Day has this many songs.
Yeah. Oh, Weezer Basket Case was so good.
I'm going to ask you these 3 questions that we ask everybody on the show.
Okay, let's do it.
First question is, if you were on death row, what would your final meal be?
Chicky chicky parm parm.
Nice.
Best answer.
Mm.
A chicken
Oh,
parm sub or a
shit.
chicken parm with spaghetti?
If it's my last meal ever, we're going with some spaghetti.
All right.
Actually, maybe both.
There you go.
Hmm.
Yeah. Start off with the sub.
You just warmed Ron's Italian heart.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't even know. Probably some fajitas from Guapos.
Fajitas. Good shit. What kind of fajitas?
Only at Guapos fajitas. I don't do the other. Some
Oh,
'cause it's still-
Guapos.
You gotta
Steak,
go to
chicken,
Guapos.
shrimp combo. What do you got?
Steak. Yeah, steak.
Okay.
Yeah, medium rare. Perfect.
Nice.
That's a good death meal.
It
That's
is.
That's a good spot too.
Oh yeah.
Where is that?
There's a few.
They got a few places, but there's
Okay.
one in Tenleytown that's I think they got Bethesda and maybe Georgetown. I think is still open, but
All right.
freaking Guapo's out over here.
Cool.
Good spot.
This episode brought to you by Guapo.
Yeah, go to Guapo's today. Get your death meal.
You owe us now.
Cinco de Mayo, go to Guapos and
Yeah.
listen to our new record.
Or fucking they'll sue me. Fucking Lars. Lars owns part of
Yeah.
Guapo's.
God, if there was a Guavas closer to here, I would totally do that on Friday and have somebody video me do it.
Nice.
We were thinking about having like a listening party the day of at the pub that's down the street from where we practice at, that we're all, we're there every
Mhm.
Thursday night. We're like, oh man, we should just like invite everyone out and have a listening party, but logistics got a little too
Yeah.
much. And we're like,
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
though.
it's tough to invite people like for 2 nights in a row. I think. It's-
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Second question is, if you were going to have your ashes eternalized in an album of your choice, which one would you pick? It's got to be a record that exists.
Tommy, you got a whole collection behind you that you probably could get
I'm trying to
immortalized.
think.
The
Oh, Rancid, and Out Come the Wolves.
That's
that
good.
might be the most played album that I've ever played.
it's a good one for
Yeah,
sure. That's
That is a good one.
that's such a good
It's like it's like a perfect record.
one. It
I like
I don't know.
I like Let's Go like tad bit more than I like.
Yeah, Let's Go
Malcolm.
is what got me into Rancid.
I mean, it's good. I'd same, but
yeah,
I don't know if I
Let's Go is good. I think it just has it kind of meanders a little bit in the middle.
Yeah,
maybe
that's true.
because
I think
there's
it's
songs.
way.
Yeah, there's songs on Let's Go that like I definitely don't like skip over and don't listen to.
Yeah.
How Come the Wolves? Like I
Every
can't
song,
over a single song. You
Yeah.
can't.
every song is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
excellent choice.
I don't know. I want something, kind of like ironic or weird or creepy if it's my ashes. Like the first thing I thought to my head would be like Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Just because that song's creepy as hell. Like people are like, oh man, this song contains Tommy's dead ashes. But yeah, that's I don't know. I think it would be one of those albums where it's like not an album you want to listen to a lot, just something to like fuck with people that come over.
Yeah.
Hey, want to listen to my dead friend?
Yeah.
Too bad. Like you wait till they're really fucked up. Like, oh man, I gotta show you this album. Oh no,
I
gotta
didn't know
get out
they
of
do
here.
that. So they just mix it with the vinyl. Is that a thing? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
Oh man,
Yep.
Right.
It's a real thing they do. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I want the tree thing. Like,
Yeah.
where they put you in like a pod and you just like grow into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally. I don't even know like how this could happen anymore nowadays because I don't know if they do it, but like I would love to just be buried in the ground like naturally.
Yeah, they do it. I told you that's what I'm doing.
Like
I already
what-
told my wife the place and everything.
but where you,
Oh,
like, you
shit.
can buy a plot and just be put in the ground naturally. Like
Yeah,
they
there's a
state by state.
Yeah, it's state by state, but in New York at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, in actual Sleepy Hollow, part of that cemetery is natural only. So you have to be
wow.
either just your body, or you could have an all cotton shroud, or you could have a box made out of 100% pine and nothing else, like no screws or anything. And they bury you 3 feet under, so you get eaten up by the worms and shit.
Right. Oh hell yeah!
That's what I'm doing.
This-
Yeah.
This might be change my opinion on how
Yeah.
what I've done.
Recycling at its finest.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
There's
Yeah.
no I mean, they just let the natural like plants grow over you, and you have to use a rock that's like, you can't even have like a tombstone. You could have like a rock that's like has your shit carved on it, but it's got to be, everything's like super like natural and shit. So
That's
Huh.
cool. I didn't
That's
know that
pretty
was a thing nowadays.
yeah,
That's awesome.
once COVID hit, I was like, all right, let me get this shit straight. So I told my wife, I was like, this is what I want. This is how I even contacted the place. They're like, yeah, we have plenty
Wow.
of sites. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my! Well, shit. I got some.
And it's Sleepy Hollow. Every
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
fuck
every
yeah.
Halloween, the headless horseman comes riding through and shit. You know, how could you beat that?
Ichabod. That's a name you don't hear too often.
That's
now.
right.
Ichabod.
Not too many children
That'd be a badass thing to name your kid Ichabod.
Yeah. Ichabod.
go by Icky for short.
Bod, what is Bod short?
Yeah.
All right, last question is who is on your Mount Rushmore of punk rock? And you get a crazy horse too, so you get 5 people.
Ooh.
and this doesn't
I might have to
really
write this down.
necessarily have to be so just punk rock. Like it can really kind of just be your like Mount Rushmore of music.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely starting off with Matt Freeman. I'd go with Craig Finn from Hold Steady. Thomas Kalinaki from Streetlight Manifesto. 2 more. I'm a big Metric fan, so I'd have to go with the singer from Metric. Let's see. One more person. I'm trying to think of like what bassists influenced me, because I was also a bassist growing up.
It's like behind you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Go ahead and give me the singer from the Weaker Thans. I fucking love the Weaker Thans.
Oh yeah, John K. Sampson.
Yeah, John K.
Yeah.
Sampson.
He used to play
Oh, yeah.
bass in Propaganda.
Yep.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. 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 The Weakerlands are a great band. very underrated in the United States. I mean, they're huge in Canada, but like they're so good. There's not enough people. I haven't met enough people in this country that are like huge Weaker Than fans. They are a fucking amazing band.
So I used to have to sit in traffic all day long, and I'd always get like angry. And then one day, like I put on some Weaker Thans, and like all my road rage just disappeared. And like something changed from that day on. I was a lot less aggressive driver. I was like, all right,
Dude,
cool.
Is it construction site or reconstruction site?
Yeah,
That I think they have. I think they have an album called both of those actually. The Weaker Than, which album is it? Reconstruction Site. Yeah, that album is so good. Like if I had, I don't know if it would hit even my top 20 albums of all time, but if I top 50 albums of all time, it would definitely be in there. That is a really, really well written, well performed album.
and like the ongoing saga of Virtue of the Cat. That's like a song on like every album. So good.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
Nice.
Oh, let's see. It's gonna be so lame, like middle of the road, but yeah, Tim Armstrong, obviously. I do Brett and Greg from Bad Religion.
All right.
choices.
Yes. Huge Clash fan, so Joe Strummer, obviously.
Mhm.
Shit, yeah.
And then Wild Horse. Was it Crazy Horse?
Crazy Horse.
Yeah, it's like your wild card, basically.
I'm gonna go with singer Strung Out, Jason.
Jason Cruz. Yeah,
I love his voice and his lyrics are just it's one of my favorite bands. Like I get the Spotify thing and it's like I'm like their 1% top 1% listener or something. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta find some new music. But
well,
I love Strung Out.
Since you brought that up, I was thinking about it while you guys were talking about your the album you would press your ashes into.
Mm-hmm.
Strung Out is also one of my all-time favorite bands.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
If not my favorite of all
Ooh,
time.
what's your favorite album by them?
Suburban.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But so we had Jake Kiley on from them like probably about a month and a half ago or something.
Oh yeah.
And his answer to what album his ashes would be pressed into, I still think is the all-time best answer to that question on this podcast. The soundtrack to Miami Vice. And he was dead serious too. He was like, I fucking love that album. I listened to it so much. He was like, it's the greatest fucking album ever. And it's all like, there's no lyrics to like any song. It's all like electronic music.
Oh shit! We gotta check that out. Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. He was like, it's so 80s and just so amazing.
It is.
Oh yeah, the synths, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But see, that's I knew we were friends, Pete. Is
yeah.
Right
Oh hell yeah.
They're the yeah.
So good.
I've made so many friends over that band. It's insane.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I used to go like pretty much anytime. I'd travel to see them. Like it was.
I think they're the tightest and most talented punk band as far as musicianship goes. They're fucking.
Oh yeah, I try to learn
a lot. But,
yeah, I was like, and like I don't know, they didn't really slack. They just kind of like got just awesomer and awesomer, and like Blackhawks over Los Angeles, like those guitar lines are just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
were you
insane?
Were you by chance at the Black Cat? They played at the Black Cat on like a Tuesday night when they were on tour for Blackhawks, and there wasn't like a ton of people.
I was probably there. Yeah.
It was upstairs. There was maybe 50 people there, maybe.
I definitely saw them.
Yeah, and it was I was there with a friend. It was like
if they were like within like literally like 100 miles from me. I'd go to Pittsburgh to see them. I'd go to like wherever. Like there's such a good show, and like I just love them. Yeah,
we did.
Oh yeah.
Did you maybe travel to Pittsburgh to see them in where they played at a church that was a venue? They played with
Altar Bar. Hell yeah.
I was at that show too.
No way. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually Oh man, I've been to a few strung out Pittsburgh shows. They got some fun stories. But yeah, hell yeah, I was there. That was cool as shit.
It was an insanely fucking rad show.
Yeah, that was a good show. Oh yeah, I saw him at Smiling Moose too. That was rad. It was like Smiling Moose is like because that Altar Bar it's a pretty big venue.
It is.
Like Smiling Moose is like it's like Pie Shop, right? It's like tiny.
Wow.
And it was just mad. Like it was just nuts. Like Jason was ripping shit off the walls, like crawling all over the place. Like it was awesome.
That's cool.
It's good times.
Rock and Roll Hotel 2015, if I remember correctly. They played on my birthday. That was pretty cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With like that was a rad lineup too. It was like them Off With Their Heads, Red City Radio.
I was there. I was
Yeah.
definitely there. That sounds super familiar. Yeah. Because that was probably the first time I heard Red City Radio. And Off With Their Heads. Yeah.
That was a good show. That was a really good show.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time out to do this, guys. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having us.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And your video is currently out.
Currently out. And on May 5th, our record, It Was the Cursed of Times, will be available for your listening pleasure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cannot wait.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
And the video's fantastic.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's the-
Yeah. We're pumped to finally get the
Yeah.
stuff out so we can start writing new music.
So one last thing I got to mention, we changed the name of the album at the last second, and it all had to do with Simpsons meme. If you know, like the little article where it's like all the monkeys at the typewriter. And it was like it was the
It was
blurst
the
of
best of
times.
times. It was the blurst of times. Stupid monkey.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
That's totally where it came from.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's very
Simpsons.
cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's a
I'm
great
glad we
idea.
changed it because the names before were it was alright. It was alright. But
Yeah.
This is better.
That's a great name.
It's a perfect name for you guys. It was the
Yeah,
Thank
it totally is like I don't even think we all agreed on it. It was just like, oh, that's it. It was just like or like no one talked about it. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what's gonna be called now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we came up with the time travel concept at the release show for the last album. It's like, oh, like this is like the last album was about like going back to like an Earth that's been abandoned for years that was trashed or whatever. And we're like, oh, what are we gonna write about next? And like I just remember looking at Pete in the bar at like the end of the night and be like, time travel. Like, hell yeah, that's it. All right, cool.
Nice.
Don't you guys have a concept for whatever your next record's gonna be?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, well, loose.
Tossing some ideas around.
Yeah, I think of like maybe murder mystery,
Nice.
but also some sort of AI, like you don't know what's real and what's not kind of thing.
That's fucking cool.
You just
Yeah,
gotta
man.
weave it in somehow.
Very cool.
I love that you guys do concept albums. I love
That
it.
is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need it. It's a necessity for me, unfortunately, because I don't know what to write about. So it's like for me personally, I'm like I need like a thing, you know.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps. I love it too. Like I
Yeah.
love concept albums. It's just
That's
cool.
cool.
it makes sense. I've never written one, but I kind of wanna.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah.
And Comet Ping Pong, May 6th.
Oh yeah. That'll be a good time.
Cool.
Say Mayo.
Yeah.
Six Pizza de Mayo.
Be there. Yeah.
Awesome. All
All
right,
awesome.
guys.
All right.
Cool.
Appreciate having us
Yeah.
on. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, anytime.
Later.
Later, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for hanging out for another week. Be sure to check out punkboxrocks.com and merchslut.com. Check us out on all social media outlets at Our Brains Hurt and at ourbrainshurt.com. We will talk to you next week. Stay safe. Adios.
How do I do this shit? I can still hear you. So what do I have to press? Close.